All right, and welcome to the Sonata Chronicles vlog, episode Ocho. That's right, the
This man.
Ocho.
Yes.
We're going to talk today about a couple things, hopefully. First thing we're start
I'm
off
gonna
is...
get comfortable.
You do that. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to start off with talking about the web comic and current development regarding to the Sonata Chronicles. So, what web comic will we be starting with?
Well, we're gonna do the backstory for Constant and Carios. So we're gonna start with how they were before the stories and the games and the movies come into be.
So, a little background story.
Yep.
About and Constant is the emperor who rules over the Sonata city and the people there, and Carios is
His brother.
his brother.
And we're gonna start with them when they were Ober Maer'sheb and kind of the path that leads them to decide they have to be all-powerful emperor and Lord Carios.
Yes.
Yes.
And does that backstory go into the development of the sea and sort of how the world is?
The development of the cities is there's going to be 8 cities total, and the development of those cities are probably going to be saved for the games and
That's
how
right.
they come together. So this will lead up to Constant and Carios establishing their rule, and then the games will go from there to the expansion and the settling of the empire.
Fantastic. And as you said, there would be 8 games. That's the another
5
part.
games.
I'm sorry, 5 games. That's right, 8 cities, 5 games, and that's going to be part of the multimedia experience that will be offered from the Sonata Chronicles, which includes video games, Facebook, and console games, along with PC, also webcomic, and the movies.
Correct.
And possible others.
Correct.
Unsure at this point in time. So that's... what about the other creatures? So the other thing we were going to talk about was the sort of mythological creatures, not just the anthropomorphic creatures like Ura, but some of the other ones. Will they also be seen in the webcomics?
Absolutely.
So what other type of mythological creatures do we have other than the anthropomorphized creatures?
Well, because this concept came up as a concept we could do in Jordan originally, we kind of put this together. I kind of put this together looking for biblical type themes. So we kind of look at the creatures, the mythological, magical, divine creatures, infernal creatures that show up in the Bible. So we have, intelligent animals, which is a theme that happens quite a bit. You have giants, in Fallen Star they encounter a giant. You have the Walking Dead. You have a Leviathan that guards the underworld and the seas.
About things like manufactured humanoids,
Golems. We have golems as well.
Any type of elementals?
No, not really. I haven't seen any. We have, instead of demons, we have creatures called the Tartarods that come from Tartarus, which is the underworld. And they are, we're actually, Mike and I, the production designer, we are currently discussing how exactly these creatures look and their hierarchy. We're thinking there'll probably be some kind of cross between, amphibians and fish type things. But so far, that's early in conceptualization. You don't see them in Fallen Star, so they don't really show up there.
But they will probably make an appearance in maybe the games or even the webcomics, and most likely in the following feature films.
Correct.
Which are
in fact, one does show up at the end of the first movie, but you'll have to wait and find out about that.
Ooh, little spoiler there. Just a little bit of one.
Well, we like to tease.
We do like to tease. We're a bunch
We
of
like to
movie
keep you
teasers.
coming back.
That's right. But isn't Najri a form of an elemental, isn't she?
Well, kind of. She's a Mila, and we've talked about them before, and they are fairly elemental in nature. But they're more kind of a reflection. This place is whoa. I did not realize our alarm was going to be quite like that.
Neither did I. Wow, that's... Thought we were into the world here.
To finish off, but they're more of a reflection of angels than they are of elementals. So
Okay.
they're more divine creatures that walked among people and gave guidance, and even though they are a reflection of the living world.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us on The Ocho. And we'll see you again next week for number 9. That doesn't get a fancy name. Just
And if you want us to talk about anything in particular, you have questions about the concept or about progress or anything else, feel free to comment on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Sonata Chronicles. Or you can direct message us on Twitter, which is @ChronicleSonata. Or you can leave a comment here on YouTube.
That's right. And we'll do our best to address those questions and concerns. And even possibly read them also. You may even get a little fame out of it, too. So,
We answer them in the order they are received.
or the order they're relevant to.
Received.
All right.
Anyway, we're over time, so thank you very much, and goodbye.